In a game that showcased grit, strategy, and high-stakes execution, the Oklahoma City Thunder and Denver Nuggets clashed in a pivotal playoff matchup. From the opening tip to the final whistle, both teams battled not only for scoreboard supremacy, but for momentum, pride, and postseason survival. The third quarter saw OKC come alive with a 12-point burst, swinging the momentum heavily in their favor. Russell Westbrook, relentless as ever, orchestrated the offense with his trademark intensity. Off a high screen, he swung it out to Aaron Gordon, who was squared up perfectly. As Gordon elevated, a whistle rang out. A foul on OKC's Wallace, trying to block out Westbrook under the basket. But Denver wasn't deterred. In fact, the Nuggets seemed to find their rhythm not through offense, but with an improved defensive energy. "They established their rhythm on defense," said the broadcast, and the stats backed it up. Denver, a team ranked 20th in defensive rating during the regular season, looked transformed a crafty possession. Peyton Watson showcased his growing skill set, rising for a smooth jump hook, an efficient counter to OKC's aggressive perimeter defense. Meanwhile, Hartenstein continued to contribute for the Thunder, earning an and one off a lob. The veteran big man's short corner push shot, taught by his father Flo, his teammate during a stint in Germany, proved invaluable. That European experience shaped Hartenstein's game, helping him develop quick touch and high arc in crowded lanes. Gordon remained a consistent threat, hitting a sharp turnaround jumper. His performance echoed his stellar efforts against the Clippers earlier in the playoffs, including a game winner that turned heads. OKC's Wallace responded with a key bucket after excellent ball movement, something notably absent in their Game 3 collapse. This time, the ball touched multiple hands before finding the open shooter. A sign of evolving chemistry, Jokic began the fourth quarter on the bench, but Denver's second unit held firm. Jamal Murray missed a jumper, but Watson's hustle kept the possession alive. Gordon tapped it back, securing yet another opportunity. Oklahoma City, never backing down, countered. Wallace found Wiggins in the corner, wide open, and Wiggins drilled it, prompting a timeout from Nuggets coach Michael M. Out. Of the timeout, Jokic re-entered. Denver looked to isolate him in the post. The Thunder responded with tight coverage and strategic stunts. Two bodies at Jokic on the catch. It worked. Denver missed, and Wallace secured the rebound. The Thunder, now threatening to take the lead, had Gilgeous-Alexander waiting at the scorer's table, ready to check in. On the other end, Westbrook rifled a bounce pass that Porter Jr. couldn't handle. A turnover. A chance missed. Still, the back-and-forth energy continued. Jokic was double-teamed again. Brown swung it to the perimeter for a three, but Wallace again won the 50-50 ball. The Thunder's hustle began to define the stretch. Alex Caruso, the ever-underrated glue guy, continued to shine. His off-ball cuts, hustle plays, and intelligent switches turned the tide defensively. He poked the ball away from Jokic multiple times, setting up his teammates for clean possessions. On one sequence, Gilgeous-Alexander drew contact, and earned a trip to the line. Denver struggled to find rhythm from three. Murray, usually money when given space, found himself suffocated by Wallace. Even when Murray created separation, with slick footwork, Wallace stayed in front, challenging every look. One possession summed it up. Murray jabbed twice, rose up, and missed long. The Thunder grabbed the board, Caruso again in the mix. Casey Wallace, whose shooting had failed him in Game 3, knocked down timely threes in Game 4. After a brilliant possession where Caruso set a screen, popped out, and then made the extra pass, Wallace buried a clean triple. OKC had officially seized control. They capped a 9-0 run and held Denver scoreless for minutes. With momentum shifting, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked back in. His mid-range attack began causing problems. Though his three-point shot had abandoned him, 0 for 3, he repeatedly got to his sweet spots, drawing contact, manipulating defenders, and slowing the pace. Shai methodically took control. Denver needed a spark. Porter Jr. got a decent look off a broken play, but couldn't convert. Murray finally snapped the 11-0 OKC run with a smooth jumper using a sliver of daylight. But the Thunder's resolve didn't break. Wallace kicked out to Caruso, who swung, eyed inside. Holmgren's shot got blocked by Gordon, one of several impressive defensive efforts from Denver's forward. Back and forth they went. Jokic drew a foul inside on Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander matched it with another foul drawn on Westbrook, heading to the stripe for 2. Meanwhile, Murray and Jokic looked to reignite their famous two-man game. A pocket pass found Jokic, who fought through Hartenstein's pressure and scored after a shooter's roll, but it was clear he was bumped on the play. No whistle. The Thunder pushed back down. Holmgren passed out to Caruso, who weaved through traffic only to miss. Westbrook raced back, found Murray, who passed to Westbrook for the go-ahead 3, airball. Missed opportunity. On the ensuing possession, Gilgeous-Alexander rose up near the free throw line. The shot kissed the rim softly and dropped. A lucky bounce? Maybe. But it gave OKC a 3-point lead in crunch time. And in a playoff game, those moments make all the difference. This game was more than a battle of shot-making. It was a strategic duel. OKC's improved ball movement, defensive intensity, and timely scoring runs powered them forward. Denver, though battling, couldn't match the Thunder's hustle and execution down the stretch. As the final minutes wound down, it became clear. This series was no longer just about stars. It was about systems, depth, and toughness. And on this night, OKC had just a little more of each.